Breaking news, the Chancellor scraps the 99% mortgage scheme amid concerns from bankers saying it's going to push up defaults for potential borrowers and first-time buyers. The scheme was going to be announced in next month's spring budget. The scheme would have seen first-time buyers being able to put down just 1% deposit for a property purchase, and the scheme would have been backed by the government. This is an article published by Mortgage Strategy magazine today, the 1st of March 2024. And it goes on to say that a Treasury insider, so an insider, told the newspaper the scheme's off the table. It was one idea put forward by officials out of maybe 30. Headroom has drastically reduced since then, so we need to refocus on the budget. A senior banking source said it was just a headline grabber anyway. Most first-time buyers won't be able to afford it anyway. What do I think? I think it's a good thing that the 99% mortgage scheme is not going to be rolled out. I think it was just a ploy to get more votes by the party and just to create a buzz to get some talk by a lot of first-time buyers who potentially can't get onto the property ladder. But remember this, right now, even at the minimum deposit of 5% for most mortgage lenders when buying a property, people are struggling on affordability. People are already saying that the rates are too high for them to even put down that 5%. So even if they had 5% deposit, the monthly mortgage payment is too high. So imagine this, if you're only putting out 1% deposit, the rate's definitely going to be higher because mortgage lenders work on loan to value bandings, and at 99% loan to value, the rates are definitely going to be a lot higher. The mortgage lending criteria is going to be a lot more stricter. The income assessment to how much you can borrow for a mortgage loan is going to be much more stricter as well. So just because the 1% deposit scheme may have been announced, doesn't mean that it would actually work for many people. For many people still, the property that they're looking for most likely will be too high in terms of a loan amount that they require. Remember this, just because, for example, you live in an area where you want property worth 400,000 or 500,000, let's say 500,000, and you've got 1% deposit, which is £5,000. Your income may not even cover a loan of 495,000 with this new income assessment that the lenders would guarantee they would. A lot of people with this 1% deposit scheme, in my opinion, would have had to look at properties in areas which may not have actually fit with them. I'm not saying this scheme wouldn't have worked for some people. There's a minority of people, which I've said in my previous videos, where I think it would have worked. For the majority of people, I think it would have caused more financial distress. And remember this, even if you could get the mortgage loan, if the monthly mortgage payment is too high and you did take out a mortgage, and you start becoming late on payments, for example, so late on your mortgage, then you start becoming late on your utilities, etc., that would have an adverse effect on your credit score. And that would not just impact you getting a mortgage in the future, but you getting any type of finance. So my thoughts are, I think it's a good thing that this scheme is not being rolled out. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with me that the 1% deposit scheme coming out is a good thing? Do you think the party were just doing this to get a ploy for votes and a little buzz around it? What do you think? Let me know in the comments.